Hello everyone, welcome back to Sosnovka. We are going to get started right away with some sowing. Yeah, we need to plant some corn. So, I forgot that our sower is actually at the shop. I'm going to take this tractor to go get it because it is much faster. So let me drop the mower off here, and right away we're going to take a little trip over to the shop. Today we are going to definitely try and get all of our equipment back to the farm. Would be a really nice goal. Oh, there's some feeding troughs back here I could have put some grass in. Huh. Oh, that's really strange that it's on the complete opposite side, but it's neat. It's different. We also want to get our corn planted. We'll definitely get that started right away. Worker Willie will come by and do that for us while we are mowing. And then, of course, we will take care of mowing and see if we can also get all of it picked up and put into silage all in this episode. That's a lot to do. We'll see how long it takes. Here we go. How are ya? It's, let's see, this would be, oh, Merry Christmas. This is December, this is going to come out on December 25th, 2015, so Merry Christmas. If you don't celebrate Christmas, well, happy Friday. It's a Friday this year, so whatever you do or don't celebrate, I hope you're having a great day. We have our tiny little corn sower right here. Yeah, that's our new cultivator, our big bad cultivator. But unfortunately, the corn sower is tiny. But at least it's Cavern land, and it's like fitting with our Eastern European theme, so that's good. It's always a great thing to do if we are able to accomplish that. So we can do corn and beets now, even though we don't have the appropriate harvester for the beets. We do for the corn. So yeah, we're gonna get started. Then whenever we get a chaff harvester, we can just continue to do corn and get chaff from it instead. That, of course, is a long ways away because chaff harvesters are crazy expensive. Crazy expensive. Alright, let's get to the seed shop, which basically is not a shop, but a pallet of seed on our farm that we'll pay for. Let's fill this bad boy up. If it lets us, we should be able to. It lets you go in negative debt, which is nice because we don't have any money, and I don't foresee us having money for a very long time. I could also put this up to 60 and just get through the days a little faster. That would give us some profit from the cows a little faster. Let's do that since we're not worried about withering or anything anymore. Seeds are here. We are gonna have to plant for a while without fertilizer because I completely forgot that we didn't have one yet and I had spent all the money. So, that's okay. It happens. It won't be a big deal. We'll lose some yield. But we'll still get corn out of it. It's neither here nor there, I hope. Let's make sure that we don't start it with this tractor. This is going to be our mowing tractor, because the other tractor can't. Alright, take a nice little jaunt through the grass. Oh, let's go right between these. Just for fun. Why not? It's a good time. We got all our stuff all picked up and tidied up. We will be using both of those this episode, hopefully, if we can get this mowing and everything finished and wrapped up. Same with the windrower, we'll need that. And where did I put that? Oh, it's hidden. It's so blasted small. This is going to take forever, but we got time. Worker Willie has time. Alright. Let's plant some corn. Whoa, that looked really cool. That's a little wider than I thought it was going to be. Let's actually just move him a little bit this way, I think. Will work. Yeah, that should work a little better. Ah, corn. We didn't do this until like episode 46 or something on the last series, and now we're on what, episode 4 or 5-ish by now? 6 maybe? Corn. Let's go. I'm looking at the maps. I'm trying to find the maps. There we go. Fruit types. Sugar beets. We are on 19. So, yeah, corn. Blue. Great. That's what I wanted to make sure. All right, let's mow. We have our cows. Hazel and Nut are fed. I hope. Yep, 7. Oh, they're fed a lot. They have a lot of straw. So yeah, we can just focus for a long time on getting silage because we need money. We are destitute for sure. But we have a lot of equipment, a lot of tools, a lot of assets to show for it at least, which should be able to make us money a little faster than it did on the last series. Whoops. This is going embarrassingly poor. All right, lower. You're already lower, so turn on. And let's get some mowing done. Okay, we are finishing up right here at dusk. We have a little gentle slope we are traveling on, so we're slowing down a little bit right here, but this field is fairly small, which is nice, like not having to spend tons and tons of time. I think it took me 3 to 4 minutes, maybe a little less than 5 minutes to mow this entire field, which is a good thing. I know on the last map, the Westridge Hills map, I had a really large grass field, so doing this chore, it really ate up time, which is fine because then you of course have more grass, but it's really nice to just not have to spend 15 minutes doing one thing. So let's go ahead and drop off our mowers where we want them to be, which will probably be housed over here, and then we'll skip through the evening so that we can actually see. I think right here will be good. There's really no good way to do this. I think doing that and then actually backing up into it with this might be or the only good way to do this. Yeah, great. That looks really nice. Okay, I'm going to speed up time through the night. I'll stand on my tractor so we can see the sunset, the sunrise. I think it comes from over there. And I want to watch our money and see how much we make on Hazel and Nut. So I'm going to go a little slowly. Okay, here we go. And we are going to make next to nothing. Okay, I think that'll be... And good morning. Ah, it's gorgeous. I think that number will be up tomorrow because I think I fed them grass in the middle of yesterday, and so they didn't have all day of high production. They're only at 10% for most of the day, so we'll check that number again tonight if I remember and see if it improves. Let's pick up our weight just in case we need that for these two tools. If we don't need it, it's not like it hinders us to put this on. So here we go. Worker Willie he just worked all the way through the night, and he's doing a pretty nice job. We already have some corn stalks growing knee-high by the 4th of July, so that's pretty great. And one of my favorite tasks is, of course, windrowing. I talked about it last episode, so I don't want to go through that spiel again, but it is just a very nice and rewarding task. So here we go with some nice morning windrowing. Alright, look at these nice, gorgeous, solid, compact rows and mounds of green, beautifully cut, crisp grass. You can almost smell that freshly cut grass smell. What a lovely game. I just gotta say, this game, as I've said before, should not be as fun as it is. I still don't quite understand why it is, but man, it is just so good. Like, I have way more hours in this game than I ever put into games like Skyrim, which I loved, but I think I only got to, I don't know what my hours would be in that. But it was a lot. It was, it was over 100, but it wasn't over 250, 270 like this. Oh, it's so good. We can actually put this away. We are done with the windrower. I would love to back this into this slot. I don't know if I'm going to be able to, because this is a difficult piece of machinery to back up. And as we know, my driving skills when it comes to this game, not the worst, but not good. But I'll take that. Yeah. Okay. Drop that off. Not too shabby. Let's go. I think... Oh, no. He's not going to be able to... Oh, no. Yeah, you can. You can sow crop, right? You can plant in this weather. You just can't harvest. So, yeah, he's fine. He's having a great time. Let's run through the corn a little bit. For old time's sake. Whatever that means. Okay. That was awesome. That was so nice. Just reminded me of my childhood. No, not really. I did run through a field of soybeans once. Oh, we need to pick up the loading wagon before story time. Yeah, so I was a child. I don't even know my age, like when this happened. Probably, it was elementary, so late elementary probably, 5th, 6th grade, 10, 11 years of age. And there was a farmstead like a mile down the road. We lived on a gravel road, so like the nearest neighbor is like a mile down on the other gravel corner basically. So the only thing between our house and the neighbor's house was a large, it was two fields, it was two like farmers' fields, but I think that year they were both growing soybeans, so basically it was just a stretch of soybean. This would have been late summer, so the soybean was like fairly tall, and so we were at this other house, like the neighbor's house, and they had a little like a pond. I don't know if it was man-made, but you know, a little pond in the back that we can go fishing in. So my two older brothers, myself, and a couple of my brother's friends were all fishing. They're not nice to me, you know, or they weren't. I mean, they were older brothers. They did the older brother thing. I love them. I mean, obviously we get along now that we're adults. Like we were kids, and somehow they convinced me that I really had to hurry home to get like eye drops or some sort of medicine I was having to take on a daily basis. They might have been ear drops or an ear infection, something I needed, and they convinced me that like I was late to do it, and if I didn't get home and do it immediately, like I don't know what, who knows what they convinced me of. I was stupid because I listened to my older brothers, and you know, it was just a little joke. It was funny, like looking back on it. And so, of course, being like a child, and my brothers were telling me like, you need to do this, I like panicked, and remember just really knowing that I needed to get home as quickly as possible. And so, instead of like walking down the gravel road home, and again, this is like a mile, and I'm like a chubby 5th or 6th grader. I was, you know, I've always been I was a larger child. I sprinted. Well, I say sprinted. It was sprinting to me. I'm sure to everyone else it was like a light jog because, again, I was very out of shape and large. But I sprinted through the soybean field. So, because for some reason, like walking that extra 50 feet to the gravel road just seemed like it would take so much more time than just sprinting straight across the field. So I sprinted like a mile through soybean fields, which was Uh-oh, did I pick up all the grass and I shouldn't have because I was story houring? Did I waste a lot of grass? I'm sorry. Gosh darn it, sometimes I get distracted. I may have like... that's okay, we still have a lot of silage. I'm sure you're yelling at the screen, but hopefully the story's good enough that, you know, there's more grass. We'll mow again someday. Anyway, it was uncomfortable. Like, just the soybeans constantly slapping at your legs, and then if we had silage right now, that would be so nice. We're not even going to get to 2%. Okay, we got 2%. Wow, we need a lot more grass. And so not only are the gosh, we need a lot more grass. That's terrible. So the soybeans are slapping at your legs, but then also there's bugs everywhere, and I hate bugs. I am fearful. It is a phobia. I hate going outside because I can't stand them. Like I freak out. I can't do it. And so there's these like just grasshopper. I mean, obviously tons of grasshoppers like jumping everywhere, and it was awful. It was so awful. But I got home, and my parents were like, "What are you doing? Like, why are you sweating and panting, and why does it look like you just ran a mile through a soybean field? Like, what is your deal?" And of course, I'm like, I gotta get my drops or my whatever it was. And they're like, "Oh yeah, but like you can do that. You could have done that when you got home. You know, you'll be home in like an hour. You're just fishing a mile down the road." And yeah, I remember that. I do remember that. Older brothers, you know, they're great though. Now that we're adults, they're cool. I like them. Okay. Well, we actually finished it. We got the mowing. We got the loading. Sorry if I wasted a lot of grass. I don't know if one row would have filled that up, but you know, it's the nature of the beast. Sometimes I mess up. I mean, I'll admit it. I'll be the first one. All right, kind of at a loss for what to do right now. We need to. Is harvesting or not harvest? Is plant? Yeah, plant growth is on fast. We have like no money. We can't. Okay, we're gonna speed up the time and see if we can get this growing. Oh, I know what we can do. We need to pick up wood chips. Okay, we're slowing down time. This is actually something we can do. We have wood chips. This is fantastic. We have, yeah, 1.8 times the price. 17,000 wood chips. So we need to get a tipper, and we need to get our little skid steer and load up these chips, and then we can actually probably make like a good 30,000. We might be able to fertilize the cornfield before it grows, which would be wonderful. What? That is not at all what I wanted to happen. Let's get this weight. This is going to get heavy. I think we might as well use both tippers and try to just put all the wood chips in here if we can. I've never used the skid steer to do this. The only thing I have used the skid steer... Oh, I'm in a tipper. The only thing I've used this little guy for is wool pallets. So a pallet fork with wool pallets. And I can't remember if that was off video. I don't know if I ever... It might have just been for the JCB... Oh. It turns really well. It might have just been for the JCB tutorial, maybe? I don't know. Either way, let's see how it does. I hope it can get high enough to actually dump into the tipper, is one concern. Oh, okay. Oh, this thing is just the most adorable thing. I can't, like, handle it right now. Oh, it's definitely gonna get... Oh, this is smooth sailing. This actually controls really, really nicely. Wow. I am a huge fan. So highly recommended. It's cheap, it's compact, it's freaking cute as crap. The problem is that it only holds 2,000 wood chips. So we're going to have to do quite a few loads, but that's okay. No one said farming was easy, and if they did, they are dumb. I've said it before, I could not imagine doing this in real life. Like, the work ethic, the labor intensity that like it has to require, and the long, like the early mornings, the long days. Much respect. All right, I may be missing a little bit. I can never tell. All right, I think we'll throw in one load. I think there'll be like 500 chips left on the ground. Well, not chips, but 500 liters. Oh no, there'll be 1,500. So let's do 2 more loads and just finish it up. That's a lot of money if it's being sold at 3,800. This thing controls so nicely. It turns, it's like 0 turn radius basically. It turns on a dime. You got to be careful. It almost tipped over on me just because I had this bucket full and I raised it to its tallest heights and then did like a sharp turn. So just be careful it doesn't tip over like basically any of the other loaders. Wheel loaders don't seem to tip over easily. I think they're just like a heavier piece of equipment. But yeah, otherwise, I mean, like it just, look at that. Like, I'm so happy we bought this for our initial loader. I think it's really going to get us quite far before we have to upgrade. And I don't know if I've said this yet, but it is so freaking cute. So, gotta mention that as well. Let's go put this home. And we will make some money. And that's going to be really, really nice to have money. It just looks so tiny in this shed. It's crazy. Alright. This great demand was needed. And I think the biomass is actually right south of us. Yeah, and so we're going to make 38.88 per ton. Okay. I can't do the math, but it's going to be a lot. It's going to be like 1734 51,000? No, that's way high. I don't know. We're going to find out very shortly. To the biomass plant. Okay, are we ready to make big amounts of money? I'm a little concerned. If I drive through that, does it take away my wood chips, or is that just for logs? There's only one way to find out. Okay, that must just be for logs, because it doesn't look like I can unload. Okay, so this must be where I unload, maybe? Yeah. Is there a train? I want to check for a train before I do anything, because that'd be really, really, really awesome if we could... No. Yeah, we're not even by the train tracks. I just figured I'd take a little peek. And we can only sell it here, right? Biomass... Wait, no. Transport company... Garden center, but this is the one with the great demand. So we'll sell it here now, but we don't always have to. We can sell it at the garden center, which is... Where is it? Oh, right in the middle of the screen. Okay. And then the transport company, which actually does have a train. But I think since this is a great demand, it's worth selling it here now. But yeah, really good to know in the future that we can take it somewhere that has a train we can send off. Wow, we made way over 50 whatever thousand, I guess. Oh my goodness. I'm saving. Last time, if you remember, the game crashed after basically the whole episode was done, and I had to redo it, which just... I mean, basically just doubled the time it took for me to get that episode done. We should probably go the right way here. So, we have money again, which means we can buy a fertilizer, spreader, or sprayer. I might do sprayer, because I always do spreader. I'm going to just do it. I'm going to buy it right now. Yeah. I always get the spreader. Yeah, just something different for me. So, hope you are all okay with that. It's a pretty insignificant, it doesn't take much time to use, so it shouldn't matter too much what we get, but it will definitely help our yield. I think it's time to put our tippers away, say goodbye to Sosnovka for the day, and we will return next time. So we will return next time, and we will definitely get our corn finished. Is Worker Willie still out there? No, he's done. Corn is planted. So next time we can harvest, hopefully. It should be grown enough to harvest. We can fertilize. It'll probably be too late to fertilize, to be honest. No, we can do maybe over half the field, if I remember to do it. Which, who knows with me. So... yeah, next time. Fertilize, harvest, find other things, probably do some more mowing because we really need that silage. And that'll be good. So thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, please leave a like and or subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter at Moose2006LP. Hope to see you back again next time. Again, enjoy the holidays. Enjoy whatever you celebrate or don't. Have yourselves a very nice day.